HP Buzz in the chat. Let's give the car photos. Alex Torres. Hefe is in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. So is Music is Key. What up, y'all? Thank you for joining. My name is Lord Sanctus, and this is CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast, playing 805 hip-hop and R&B every Monday through Friday night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're also bringing you community news and just culture news in general. If this is your first time joining, thank you so much. Shout out to our sponsors. Please visit thesourceslo.com if you have any cannabis needs, or you can visit Connect Cannabis. Connect Cannabis is now available. We deliver in SLO County. Tap the link in our Instagram bio if you want that information. We're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're making deliveries all over SLO County directly to your doorstep. And it's a great way to support the stream if you're a weed smoker, so check that out. Nate Nasty's in the chat, and so is the champ. The name Uno is here. What's good, y'all? Thank you so much for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Grambino says, what's good? The Roman Reigns of photography is here, the head of the table. Let's go. I like it, y'all. Please share this stream if you wouldn't mind. Tonight we're going to be talking about a couple things. The homie Braille out of Santa Barbara was on KEYT the other day, so we're going to show that broadcast. Shout out to him. I love seeing local hip-hop acts on the news, so I'm happy to see that. Hopefully they took the hip-hop angle. We'll see, because he's multi-talented. He does all kinds of genres, so let's see if they even brought up hip-hop. I'm interested. I haven't seen the segment yet, but we'll check that out. And then Gucci Mane's artist, my favorite Gucci Mane artist, actually, Enchanting, died today. She's only 26. I think she was a superstar. I was super shocked when she signed with 1017, just because I didn't think that they were the label to take her where she needed to go. But now the question really is Gucci Mane's label cursed? You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody that gets on that label either goes to jail and dies. Enchanting wasn't even she was in some street shit, but she wasn't on street shit like that, and she still died. So the question is Gucci Mane's label cursed? Rum Berry, thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. We're going to talk about is Gucci Mane's label cursed a little later. And then I feel like there was another topic I wanted to talk about. There's just so much going on. Oh yeah, Apple dropped new updates on what the iOS is gonna look like next year, and a lot of it is AI driven. Apple is going all the way in with AI, so we can talk about that. And Nicki Minaj is back in the streets. Nicki Minaj is for the streets again. Who's gonna shoot their shot? We're gonna talk about all this. Doo-Wop just entered the chat. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Grambino 740 says, so what anal sex things are we talking about today? Aliens or other things? Waka Flocka put a hex on her. Yo, Waka's the only one to walk away from 1017 like that. Well, yeah, I think he was on 1017. Waka's the only one to walk away. It's really sad though. Enchanting is really, really dope. If you don't know who she is, we'll familiarize you a little bit later, but not before we familiarize you with artists from the coast. If there's anything you want to hear tonight, just let me know. It's $5 Cash App or Venmo. I would be happy to play it for you. Our Cash App is Connect the Coast. Our Venmo is Connect the Coast 2021. Please make sure you include the name of the song and artist in the memo, so I'll play the right thing. Oh shit, Ventura Tide Pod is in the chat. What's good? Thank you so much for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. I'm gonna play hell yeah, one or two songs, and then we'll get right into it because we have a lot of topics tonight. Once again, if you can hear the sound of my voice, please share the stream because that really, really helps us out. While we get into this, the name Uno, this is called A King's Rant, CTC Radio. Committed to the coast.
I came in, I'm so fly, baby, too lit. I came in, I'm too sick, I got that cool drip. On my chains, they talk crazy, I'm seasick. She tell me she got that water, got that mop stick. With all that she got, you know she went to school for nursing. I might fly her out, but last time she just back from purses. Too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kick back, got bitches rubbing features for relations. I'm smoking so many blunts, high as a spaceship. Fucking porno bitches, you know they finna lay shit. I pop a a shroom. Kissing niggas when I'm in the room. I walk on the moon the way I'm high. Okay, I'm too fly, I'm too lit, I'm next year. Okay, a cool rider, she just wanna stop and smile. Cause she coming and she just love my lifestyle. Girls just be calling my phone just like next time. Her friend is tryna fuck a nigga. They say they best friends, but I know that I can fuck a lady.
Woke 97 just entered the chat. So did Mr. Ventura. So did Joints and Globs. Thank y'all so much for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. This is the name Uno. It's called The King's Rant, CTC Radio.
Like I'm Eddie Lacy, 100 bitches at the crib. You know I need that reservation. I can fuck whoever I want. You know I get impatient. Too late. Walking in, I know that I'm the shit. Yeah, that's 100 on my wrist. All the drip, I'm feeling like I'm sick. Nothing gets bigger than this. Nothing gets bigger than this. I can spend 100 on my whip. I can spend 100.
Grambino says this song is so fire. I'm paraphrasing. He also says our guy Tide Pod is in here. Grambino 740 is saying what's up to Ventura Tide Pod. Let's go.
I'm still too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kickback, got bitches rubbing features for relations. Too fly, got too many girls up in the cockpit. Kickback, got bitches rubbing features for relations.
That joint is called The King's Rant, CTC Radio. The name Uno is in the Instagram chat. We're broadcasting on Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch, Bonfire, Hype Shot. All of these places are live. Kick. We're on all of these places right now at the same time. So there's a lot of different options. But Uno is in the Instagram chat. So make sure you give him a follow, let him know what you think about that song. I'm gonna play one more and then we can get into this RIP Enchanting news and then we'll get into the Braille stuff. Up next on CTC Radio, let's see, we have, what do I want to hear? Well, I like this. This is me. It's called The Coast Anthem, CTC Radio. Let's go.
Coast. We from the coast. We from the coast. We be rapping the coast. Fuck what these niggas is talking about, cause they not even close.
Not even close.
We from the coast.
We from the coast.
We be rapping the coast.
We rapping the coast.
This is the house of the Lord. I put a nigga in check and I won't be ignored. Niggas obsessed with the bag, cause niggas don't have any swag and niggas look poor. All the deals coming in, I knew I could do it again. I did it before. Niggas hop on a wave, I'm capsizing they boat, now they swimming the shore. On your head like an Oculus, with the people of populous. In my prime, so they calling me Optimus. Stuffing dick all up in the esophagus. Talking about us, cause that's what the topic is. Check the posture, it's nothing but confidence. Even now on the whole of the continent, it's the plug till I'm all out of consciousness, nigga.
We from the coast.
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 We be rapping the coast.
Hell yeah.
Fuck what these niggas is talking about, cause they not even close.
Oh no, Grambino 740 hit me and said he might have a power outage, but he's tapped in on the cell. That's a real homie right there. That's a real listener right there. Don't even got power and still tapping in on the celly. You deserve that hand clap, man. You the real MVP. We appreciate that. That joint was Connect the Coast featuring Lord Sanctus, Casey Family, FG Thriller. It's called The Coast Anthem, CTC Radio. If you like that joint, you can add it to your libraries and playlists. It's available on all streaming platforms from our album Good Day, the mixtape. Yeah, go ahead and get that. Let's get into the news, shall we? The meat and potatoes of the conversation. First up, an artist that I'm a big fan of. I've been following her since she first came out. Like, I believe she used to be like a dancer, I believe she used to be a dancer, like a stripper. I'm not sure, but I never saw that. But I know she did other things, and right when she got into music, I found her like maybe 3 or 4. I like discovered her music like 3 or 4 years before she signed to Gucci Mane. So I've been listening to her for a long time. I just think she's really, really dope. I love her look. She's very talented. She just has like a superstar aura, and I was really surprised that she wasn't a lot bigger than she ended up being. But her name was Enchanting. She was signed to Gucci Mane, and she just died today at 26 years old. We don't know what the cause was. It's really, really, really sad, actually. Her best friend died not too long ago, and that was big news. And we don't know if this was related. We don't know if this is a byproduct of that kind of trauma. There's just a lot of unanswered questions. But let's go to Hip Hop Uncensored and see what they have to say about it. Look at her face, man. She had a perfect face. Music is Key says, most I saw, she was on life support. Nah, like they're confirming that she passed now, man. Like, so she was on life support all day yesterday. I saw TMZ posted that she passed as well. So it looks like it's crazy that TMZ is like the confirming source now, because I'm old enough to remember when that was not the case. I'm old enough to remember when TMZ said something, you had to question it. And now, like, if they say it, it makes it official. But I did see it on TMZ. DJ Brother C just entered the chat and he said comic historian just died a couple days ago. If you didn't know who that is, he was pretty dope. Thank you for reminding me of that as well. R.I.P. to Comic Storian. Definitely rippling through the fucking nerd culture, nerd community. He gave really, really dope comic book breakdowns and comic book analysis. So we'll talk about that too. But let's focus on Enchanting first. This is Hip Hop News Uncensored reporting. DJ Brother C, thank you for joining, bro. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. Let's get into it.
Gucci Mane, right? Well, one of his artists, I want to make sure I get I guess her name was Love Enchanted or Enchanted.
Yeah,
was
Enchanting, something like that.
Right.
Enchanting.
Okay.
Face,
she was an
bro.
artist
She should've
under
been a star.
1017 label. She passed away shortly ago. I'm gonna ask the question to you, Sam, man, and I want you to answer this very candidly. Over the years, a lot of the artists that dealt with Gucci Mane, maybe all of them, one passed away, and maybe this is a bad time to have this conversation. No disrespect to her family, but Pooh Shiesty, Foolio, all these artists and all the other artists that other people probably name in the comment section. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah.
At one point, all were locked up and is locked up right now, and one of them passed away. Do you think it's something to that, man? Is it like a bad energy or something around his brother or something? What do you think?
It's before I get to that, right? Because I'm sitting here reading how she passed away, and I think it's worth noting.
Okay, yes.
Before I get to that, Enchanting was 26. She was placed on she passed away after being placed on life support. She previously signed to Gucci Mane. She was transferred to the ICU after before her passing. According to reports, a representative said that she came to his house, or he or her house, the last 4 days to get clean. She tried her best.
DJ Slick just joined the chat. Thank you for joining. Man, it sounds like it was drugs. That's terrible. We're talking about Enchanting, Gucci Mane's artist. She just passed away today at 26. It's terrible news.
To make music, putting shit together. You went further than us. Seemed like she was dealing with some battles, bro.
Yeah.
Dealing with some battles. And then I seen this other thing on Twitter, because you acknowledged that Pooh Shiesty's locked up. What's his name? KEYT?
What's it say?
K
Yeah, I guess so. I never heard of him. Damn. Another one?
got dropped. Road Boy got dropped. Big Scar unfortunately passed away. Fujiano's locked up. Enchanting. R.I.P. I think it's a coincidence, man. But
Nah, dog.
only reason I could say that is because
Yeah,
it's like,
so Big Scar was her best friend who was also signed to Gucci Mane, and Big Scar died. So I don't want to speculate, but there's just a lot of deaths surrounding Gucci Mane's label. But I did hear Gucci Mane address this, and what he said makes a lot of sense. But it begs the question: does he need to rethink his approach? So Gucci Mane said that Gambino says he's back with the full internet. So I missed it. What's the cause of death? It sounds like it's drugs. It sounds like it's an OD. That's not 100% confirmed, but whoever took her to the hospital said that she came to his house or their house to get clean. So that makes me assume that it was drug related, but that's still speculation. We're not sure yet. But Gucci Mane said in regards to is his label cursed, or why do all the artists that he works with end up in jail or worse? And he said that because he likes to reach back and try to mentor artists who came from the same lifestyle that he came from. A lot of them were just already mixed up in trouble, and they already were living really hard lives. John Mercado is in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. We're talking about Enchanting, who is Gucci Mane's latest artist, and she died today. She was 26 years old, and she's the latest in a long line of artists who've been signed to Gucci Mane who've died or gone to jail. So we're discussing whether or not his label has a dark cloud over it, and Gucci Mane's response to that is he does like to mentor artists who come from, you know, the same lifestyle he grew up in, which is a hard gang centered lifestyle. And because of that, they're already caught up in a lot of trauma. They already have a lot of issues, and sometimes those issues, or it sounds like all the time, every time, those choices and decisions catch up with them. And it sucks because it usually catches up with them right when they're about to find a way to escape that life. So it really sucks. I highly suggest, actually, you know what, fuck it, if we get flagged, then we get flagged. I'm gonna play my favorite Enchanting song and video just as a tribute. She's super, super dope. That's crazy, man. I never seen any posts really about her music like this. Definitely not in the way that I saw when she was alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was not posting her music like this when she was alive, which is really sad. But now they're just talking about her for clicks and death. I can prove that I made a playlist. So back in the day, I made a play. I still kind of do this, but so back in the blog era, probably starting in like 2009, 2010, every day for like 7 or 8 years, I cataloged every single music video that came out, and I made playlists with hundreds of videos. So the day Enchanting dropped her very, very first music video ever, which says it looks like it was 5 years ago, I had that on my playlist. Yeah, it says 5 years ago. Damn, that feels like so. January 7th, 2019. Nah, I definitely heard of her way before 2019. So this is not even, they erased her first video, because I definitely heard of her way before 2019. Grambino says, when I was young, the Bible told me the death of the tongue. If you walk around death, death is gonna come. My thoughts on any music that worships death. I mean, I keep saying this to you, bro, but I think we as a culture worship death, and I think the music is just a reflection of that. And I don't know that there is one music specifically that worships death. I just think we as a culture worship death, and we make it entertainment, and and the music is just a reflection of that. DJ Brother C says, John Mercado, yeah, I saw that this morning and was like, damn, that sucks. I love listening to that dude talk about comics and read comics to us and help us understand what's going on. Yeah, nah, man, that's a big loss in the nerd culture. I mean, we still have comics, what's homeboy's name? Comics Unlocked or something like that. I really like him too, but Comic Storian was so dope. I'm super sorry that we lost him. R.I.P. to Comic Storian. I think he did, like, the things that they do together are really, really, really dope. Like, and I think what they do for the comic book community is dope. So that's a huge, huge loss. Grambino says, or any cause, really. John Mercado says, at DJ Brother C, I would watch him all the time too. Yeah, man. Nat Bird just joined the chat. Thank you, Nat. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. This is Enchanting. It's called Never Really Mattered. This is her earliest video available on her YouTube channel before she signed to Gucci Mane. R.I.P. Enchanting. It's really, really sad. 26 is super, super fucking young to die. Like, it's terrible, 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 terrible. But at least we can play her song. Hopefully we don't get copyright strike, but worse has happened. So let's see. And Gambino says, oh, for sure. Agreed. But while we wait for this, if you're just tapping in, thank you so much. This is CTC Radio. We talk about 805 and hip hop news. Right now we're talking about hip hop news. Very talented artist named Enchanting passed away today at 26. She was signed to Gucci Mane. So we're just going to listen to a song of hers. Yeah, let's go.
Never really mattered too much to me.
This is a copyright strike
All
for sure.
that mattered to me.
No, it ain't never didn't matter to me. None of these bitches is better than me. She said she ain't never been with a girl. I got her first just like Adam and Eve. She give me up till I put up to eat. Ooh, damn it, I let me a free. I rode the wave and it felt like a bitch. Ooh, I did what on me. No, it ain't never didn't matter to me. I stay pretty and big like you staring at me. She looked that she took, yeah, she coming with me. She think you was a lie, she want honey with me. Said she ready for the world and me gon' lay you down. Swim in that water, girl, trip or you drown. Fuck with your baba, love when you around. Girl, when you around, love you down.
Ventura Tide Pod said, YouTube said nope. Grambino 740 says, I never heard of this artist, but it's really good. No, she's dope. And she just looked like a star. I feel like in this day and age, there's not a lot of artists that have that star appeal. Like she looked like a star. And she raps now, but when I first heard her, she was a singer, and she actually was a really dope singer. I wish they would have kept her in the R&B lane versus the rap lane, but if you signed to Gucci Mane, what are you gonna do? But R.I.P. Enchanting. Make sure you check out her music. Keep her name alive. Yeah, that's really, really sad. Also, Comic Historian, yo, if you're into comic books, his channel is still active. He passed away yesterday, I believe, but he breaks down and reads comic books, so we don't have to. Like, I don't really have a lot of time to read comic books every single day of my life, even though I love them. So I can listen to these channels where they read comic books, they break them down, they give you past context and all this stuff. And Comic Historian was one of the best at that. And Comics Explained is my favorite, but Comic Historian was a close second. And he passed, and R.I.P. Yeah, it's really, really fucking sad. DJ Brother C says, it's crazy. I didn't know who the artist was, but I've heard this song before. His wife is going to keep the channel up and going. There's going to be a new person replacing him, according to the Twitter post from his wife. Damn. I feel like that feels harsh to even be thinking about that shit right now, to be real, but I guess it is something that needs to be thought about, but it just sucks. Ventura Tide Pod says R.I.P. Grambino 740 says, I look like a star, a large gaseous object orbiting the night sky, belting hot air, but I get what you mean by star. Look. And DJ Brother C said they might use AI to impersonate him and his voice. Actually, that to me, I would be all for that AI use case. There's definitely enough of his voice to train an AI model to sound just like him, and all they would have to do is type the script. I think, to me, that's one of AI's best use cases, is to like keep people alive in that way. And if Comic Historian's wife decided to do that, I'd be here for that. I'd rather hear it in his voice than like get to know somebody else that's completely new. You know what I'm saying? I think I think if his wife did it and his wife was okay with that, I think that would be really, really cool, actually, if they trained his they trained an AI voice off of the data that already exists on YouTube, and then had him continue on in death. Like, that's nuts. And that actually might be the first I mean, this is not mainstream, it's still subculture, but it's still pretty, I mean, his audience is huge, so it'd still be a pretty mainstream, like, posthumous AI use case, which is nuts that we're even talking about this. Like, that's some futuristic type singularity type shit, which is ill, but that's really nuts. Grambino says as long as the family is okay with it, though there are some psychological reasons not to. I mean, I hear you, Grambino, but I already feel like we're so far past the threshold of what's morally okay, that, like, I think that the way we've rolled out AI, like, the cat's out the bag. Pandora's box is open, so it's too late. That's how I feel. Cool. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. Thank y'all so much. So we just talked about Enchanting's passing away earlier. If you missed any part of that segment, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, Meta, X, or anywhere else that video online exists, and catch what you missed on this story. Also, you still have a little bit of time to send in your request. If there's anything you'd like to hear, just let me know. It's $5 Cash App or Venmo. Our Cash App is Connect the Coast. Our Venmo is Connect the Coast 2021. Please make sure you include the name of the song and the title of the song in the video. We also have CTC apparel available on our shop. That's also one of the best ways to support this stream. We're trying to sell 5 pieces of apparel before the end of the month. So if you visit the link that's in our Instagram bio, you have tons of options, and we'll be releasing new merch on June 21st alongside Shorty Doo-Wop's new song called All G's Go to Heaven featuring Cav, which is a really, really dope song. So check out CTC Apparel. That is our merch shop. That's one of the best ways to support this stream. But if you're unable to get yourself some merch, no pressure at all. We just appreciate you watching. Just go ahead and tap the follow button and the notification bell so you know when we go live. We also have new music from Cav coming on June 28th as well. No Lights drops worldwide with accompanying merch as well. So starting June 21st, we're going to be dropping merch 2 weekends in a row and music 2 weekends in a row. So make sure you're following Connect the Coast on all streaming platforms. That way you don't miss any of the drops. Cool. Up next on CTC, an artist that we've been, high key, we gotta be the first media outlet that was really hyping this artist. He's out of Santa Barbara, California. His name is Braille. Very talented, multidisciplinary artist. He's a musician. He does hip hop. He does R&B. He does alternative music. He plays the guitar. He raps really well. He's just an all-around really dope creative, and he was on the news in Santa Barbara on KEYT, which is Santa Barbara's version of KSBY. I don't know what he was talking about because I didn't really watch the article, but I watched the segment, but we're gonna watch it together right now, because if we're not here for this, then what are we really here for? If we're not here to amplify when people from the coast do big things, what are we really here for? You dig? So let's check out this KEYT news segment featuring Braille and then discuss. This is dope too. This is like, I think the first news segment we ever did was with Nate Nasty and KSBY, but this would be the second. And we did that one like 5 years ago. So that shows you how much hip hop is on the news locally. DJ Brother C says, I still have not heard All G's Go to Heaven. You got to tap in with Shorty Doo-Wop, man. He got it. I guess I have it too. Yeah, I can send it to you. I can email it to you. I just assumed that Doo-Wop sent it to you, but I can send it to you too. All right, y'all. Reminder, this is Braille on Santa Barbara News Channel KEYT.
All right, welcome back. Santa Barbara's Juneteenth Festival is coming up on June 15th, and a local artist and producer is set to perform.
We're joined by Santa Barbara native and musician Brandon Kelly, also known as Braille, to share his story with us. Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us.
Good morning. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got to where you're at today, the early days and the journey of how it all got started, and how you are now just traveling and doing all these wonderful things through your music.
Right. So I was born here in Santa Barbara, California. Was born in a musical household, so I was introduced to a wide range of musical genres growing up. And, you know, with Santa Barbara having such a vibrant arts community, it was something that really nurtured my passion at a young age. So it encouraged me to hone in on my craft and just continue down this path. And, you know, I've been fortunate enough to grace some amazing stages all the way from Europe, across the U.S., and American Idol. So here we are today.
He was on American Idol. I forgot.
It's incredible. Braille, you've been described as a musical chameleon. When you hear that, what do you think?
I think about all the influences that I've had growing up. Like I said, growing up in a musical household, I would wake up and it'd be such a just a wide range of things that my family was listening to. Classic rock, old soul music, and all of that really played a big part in, you know, allowing me to develop a style that was unique to me.
That's incredible, and you perform in so many different places, but you still are pretty active in the local music scene as well. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's on deck for this Juneteenth festival? You are set to perform for this on this Saturday.
Yeah. So that's going to take place in the Funk Zone. We go on at noon, and over the past few months I've been compiling a band of just some of the most absolute amazing musicians in the local area. So
hell yeah!
I'm really excited to share that with you. There's going to be great food, and 2 other bands will be performing as well.
Yeah, it sounds like so much fun.
Definitely.
All right, a little nerdy music question for you. When you bounce your tracks, who do you go to for feedback, or is that all just you keep it to your car and your headphones, and then you go back in and keep working?
Yeah, it's definitely a process. I'll start with the car, the headphones,
That's
and
a
then
good question.
I start getting a little neurotic, and I have a guy overseas in Canada that I'll share my ideas with, and he's also my mixing engineer. So it's very helpful to have.
Ventura Tide Pod said, "This is how I want my studio to look, but with weed and bongs everywhere." That is the awesomest definition. I fuck with that. Krista Thrillis just joined the chat. Thank you for joining. We're talking about Braille, where we're watching Braille's news appearance on KEYT last night. I love seeing it, man. I love seeing local hip hop artists on the news getting their shine. He's performing at the block party in Santa Barbara, the Juneteenth block party. I might have to make my way down there.
A second pair of ears on that, and then from there, then I feel like it's ready to release to the world.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, we were listening to a little bit of your music earlier on, just so we can get a sense of your vibe, and it sounds like a lot of fun. And talking a little bit more about the local scene here now. So you travel so many different places and you perform on so many different stages. What is it like coming back home and performing here in a community that you grew up in?
Yeah, it's always very meaningful for me. It's the place where my
Grambino 740 said, "This guy's vibe is cool. Now he's super relaxed. I mean, yeah, he's super chill." I'm gonna tell you what I think about the multi-genre shit though. After this
musical journey started, so I'm always grateful for the opportunity to give back to the community that's supported me for so many years.
That sounds amazing. And do you want to tell us a little bit about where people can find you?
Yeah. I'm everywhere, all over the internet. You can find me all over at Braille Music, and that's my handle for all social medias.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun, and have a lot of fun on Saturday as well. We'll have tickets and more information about the Juneteenth Festival on our mobile app and website. Brandon, Braille, thank you.
Let's go. Shout out to Braille, yo. I love to see it. Black man doing this thing in Santa Barbara as a musician. So Juneteenth block party in Santa Barbara this Saturday. He goes on at noon. Make sure you check him out. Very talented. He puts on a good show. We actually did a show with him last year in Santa Barbara for Juneteenth. He was on the bill. I was on the bill. Doo-Wop was on the bill. It was dope. So go check him out this Saturday at noon. You can check KEYT for all the information and get yourself some tickets. Man, I love to see that type of shit. Ventura Tide Pod said, this is actually a good interview, not at the name Uno good, but good. I agree. Like, I'm just really shocked that they allowed, I mean, see, that's the rub though. That's the rub. Like, he had to be I think he is just that in general, but even if he wasn't, he had to be like the well-behaved black dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had to say he was multi-genre. They didn't say he's a hip-hop artist. They didn't like, they just threw in that he can do every genre. Like, he was very safe, and I don't think there's anything wrong with him being safe. I just would like to create an environment where you don't have to be safe, you know what I'm saying? And you're still accepted and you're still able to do your thing. Obviously, like, you can't be on the news talking about, like, let's fuck bitches and hoes and shit. Like, I understand that, but, like, you should still be able to be a little more edgy and accepted on the channel. But I think this is a step towards that, and I love to see it. As far as the, like, I've given this note to Braille via this show before. I've never told him this in person, but I've just said my thoughts on the show. When you, like, if his true passion is to just do all forms of music, then I think that's awesome. Like, I don't have anything to say about that. But if he does it, if he picks up one genre of music and casts another to the side just to be accepted, that is something that I worry about. I think that's a little more dangerous. I got caught up in that rat race like a lot during my deal, and I think it's harder to find success that way, where when people that can leverage your talent to make money think you're more agreeable, if they think that you're gonna make white people feel safer, then they're gonna try to push you out of the things you want to do and into the things that they want you to do. I don't know that that's the case for Braille. I'm not saying that's what's happening to him. I just always put this disclaimer out that I hope he's very cautious of that. Grambino 740 said, you want a taste of a true Uno interview? Tune in around July. We're gonna talk about every inch of the beat. I mean, every part. That shit will never not be funny. For real. I think that is the bar of the beef that got way more attention than I think FG expected it to get. Ventura Tide Pod said, the name Uno isn't safe, LOL. Neither is Mina Azul. But we don't want safe, you know what I'm saying? Ventura Tide Pod also says, Grambino, let me know. I would love to watch any interview with the name Uno. He's an 805 legend. Grambino 740 says, as any artist, what Laura just said is super duper important. Yeah, man, I think it's really, really important to keep your artistic integrity. Kari Barranco just joined the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. There's still a little bit of time to get your request in. If you want to hear anything, let me know. It's just $5 Cash App or Venmo. Our Cash App is Connect the Coast. Our Venmo is Connect the Coast 2021. Please include the name of the artist and title of the song so I play the right thing, but I would be happy to do it. I'm going to play a song or two, and then we're going to get into Apple Intelligence. That's what AI stands for now. Apple Intelligence. Because Apple is putting a bunch of AI shit into their phones and iPads, and we're going to talk about that next. I want to hear what you guys think about it. But up first, we have this.
Ye's video was directed by familiar strangers.
What up, girl? What up, girl? I see you. Listen. Come on. You got what I want, girl. You're just my type. You're everything I like. I think I'm in love. Put that body on me. Oh, it feels so right. We could go all night. I think I'm in love. Looking in your eyes, I can see you from across the room. I won't be surprised if you've got a man, but I don't assume. This is your moment, have some fun. We on the run. Like tonight's the only one. We can do anything we want. Get the drinks and bring the bun, baby, until we see the sun. This is your moment, have some fun. We can do anything we want. You got what I want, girl. You're just my type. You're everything I like. I think I'm in love.
Grambino says the first interview of our first season is going to be this guy, Lord Sanctus. Never heard of him, but I hear he's cool. This video and song is straight fire. That's also from Grambino. DJ Brother C, whose song this is, make sure you're following him. He's in the Twitch chat. He says, that's my wifey. Let's go.
Hell
yeah.
Stand by your side if you need me to. You got what I want, girl. You're just my type. You're everything I like. I think I'm in love. Body on me. Oh, it feels so right. We can go all night.
Baby, two-step to the moonlight, it feel right. It seem like lately you the only thing on my mind, girl. When I'm with you, we fit like a puzzle. Your friends say I'm trouble, like a dog without a muzzle. Yeah, this what love must feel like. I think about you in my dreams, and I need you on my team. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I don't know nothing else, but I know she the one. Yeah. 2020 plus one more, you dig? Hey, go.
Bring that body to me.
Yeah. I think I'm in love.
You got what I want. You got what I need. Bring that body to me. Said I think I'm in love. You got what I want. You got what I need. Bring that body to me.
Yes, sir. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast. That's Cav featuring D Banks. It's called I Think I'm in Love. He's out of Slow. If you like that joint, make sure you add it to your libraries and playlists. He's also in the Twitch chat, so if you want to give him a follow, let him know how you feel about the song, then you should do that. He says, Grambino, DJ Brother C says, Banks is getting married in October. I'll be DJing that wedding too. Let's go. Grambino says, where is Banks these days? He's putting out more. When is he putting out more music? He has more music in the tuck. He has tons of more music in the vault. It's just, he's getting married first, so he has to prioritize that. But I'm sure after the honeymoon, it'll be up. Let's do one more. This is Shorty Doo-Wop. It's called When I Die. CTC Radio, the only radio station committed to the coast.
Pay me on the motherfucking wall when I die. Label me a motherfucking legend
Hell
when
yeah.
I die. I seen hell, yeah, I praise heaven when I die. I let my enemies say shit when I die. Tell the motherfuckers play this when I die. When I die. Watch the whole world stop for a day. For like the city of SM got socked in the face. Speak the truth, if they can't kill us, they lock us away. Don't post about me, just make sure that my mama okay. Tell all my closest road dogs to stay on their grizzle. Don't let the rain and the pain knock you off your swivel. I can't tell you not to grieve on me, go ahead. Let every queen that love me give me kisses on my
forehead. Let it be rapper to fuck with me, rock the stage for me. Pick your piece, light a blunt, a lot of sage for me. Don't forget about the gospel.
Hell yeah.
For me. Up in heaven with the legends I was made to be. I can't believe they done opened up the.
Gambino says, I love this whole album and listened to it like nonstop for 3 months. That deserves a hand clap right there. That's lit. Super lit.
I can take no money to the grave when I die. Give it to my family and my dogs when I die. Pay me on the motherfucking wall when I die. Label me a mother.
Life was so much different than these days. Life was so much different these days. But I feel like this is one of my favorite projects that I ever executive produced for sure.
When I die, protect my legacy from frenemies. Don't let nobody slander me or lie in documentaries. Really wasn't friends with me, they all false claiming. When I found God, then they all called Satan. When I die, put my shit into your systems blow. You lost the king, let the city know. And on that day, watch the city glow. Musically accomplished what nobody did before. Oh, my spirit lives on Broadway, always. Spiritual healing for the soldiers when my song play. LeBron James of this rap game. I sound like Pac and O'Shea mixed with Mac Drake. Ain't what I say, that's what the critics of the craft say. Y'all only praise a motherfucker when he passed away. You should be giving us our roses till our last day. The promised land is that way, I'll meet you halfway. Heaven is here, but taught to never trust what's man-made. This how it sound when revolutionaries catch phase. Smack the fuck out you till you call me by my last name.
Ventura Tide Pod says, yeah.
Hey, finally made it to heaven. This shit is beautiful. I know they got an ocean and I hope they
Hell
got a
yeah.
studio. Till we meet again, hope y'all get here safe. Holla at me when you get to the gates. And I'ma change the motherfucking world when I die.
Radio station committed to the coast. That's Shorty Doo-Wop out of Santa Maria, California. It's called When I Die. If you like that joint, add it to your libraries, add it to your playlist. Let them know where you heard it first. I'm actually going to pivot, y'all. I was going to do Apple Intelligence, but I'm getting the vibe that y'all don't really care about that. So I want to do a Dilemma of the Day from Q95 because I miss doing these. We haven't done one in a while. And then tomorrow we'll do an AI challenge. Don't do this to me. Tomorrow we'll do an AI challenge. And then next week I will be bringing back the countdown for as long as I can. I just feel like the countdown is like very time intensive, and it's very time intensive and needs more engagement from the artist, so I need to rethink that, but we'll try it and see how it goes. Grambino says, did you see that Elon pulled his court case against ChatGPT when they dropped his emails? I did not see that, but I want to see that for sure. What did the emails say, yo? What did they say? What's in the box? Ventura Tide Pod says, I need an intern. That's 100% true, yo. I have been looking at an assistant for the last month or so. So we'll see. I have a problem giving up control of like passwords and shit. Like I just feel really uncomfortable doing shit like that, yo. So but I do need an assistant. But I've been like mulling it over like, yo, what happens if I give them the fucking password to my shit and then they tank it? Like I'm paranoid about that. So but you're right. You're 100% right. Grambino says, basically he said he lies to the court that he knew ChatGPT was supposed to make money, so he can't sue them for making money. I mean, I could tell, like, once he started sounding the alarm about AI at first, I was like, okay, cool. Maybe he cares about society. But then once I heard about Grok, I was like, oh, of course he's coming out with his own AI and like wants to blow the whistle on ChatGPT, like in classic Elon fashion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not shocked about that at all. That doesn't even surprise me a little bit, honestly. Grambino 740 says, that man is a class act, grade A, USDA choice, Kung Pao bitch. Yeah. he's a fucking character. I can say that much. Yo, what in the fuck? Didn't nobody tap on none of this shit. I'm so glad this is not like the Lord Sanctus Explore page, yo. Oh my God, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see the Lord Sanctus Explore page. I promise you that much. All right, let's close out on this dilemma of the day from Q95. Curious to see what advice the chat would give. Shout out to DJ Mambo. Shout out to Danica and the team. Cool. So Q95 is a radio station in Oxnard. They take local dilemmas from community members and then let their listeners give advice about the dilemma. So this one reads, my fiance and I are supposed to get married in August 2025. When we met and started dating, we agreed on no sex until marriage. Well, this past weekend, we both gave in and had sex. I was disappointed and glad that it happened. Disappointed because we broke our agreement and glad because I found out that he's super bad when it comes to sex. We've both had sex with other people before we met, and let's just say he is the worst I've ever had. Oh my God. I know what good sex is, and sex with him wasn't it. Here's the thing. I don't know if I want to marry him after his performance. I think he started to notice that something has changed with me. He even asked if it was because of his performance in bed. I told him it was, and now he feels bad about himself and keeps promising to try to get better. I'm not sure what to do next. How do I break things off without making him feel worse? Hashtag I don't. Oh my God. That's crazy. In the comments, Josie, friend of the show, he says that's why you test drive before you buy. Test drive before buying. I agree with that theory. Like, not having sex with somebody you're supposed to be with forever is absolutely crazy. Sarah 805 agrees with Josie, and Catgirl 11 says Josie, yes. And I was getting attacked for saying this. No, she's 100% right. Roll D with the American flag says, this sounds like excuses. She was ready to leave before. None of my business, but what did you do to turn him on? Guys react to their women's needs. Sometimes they might need a little nudge or hint. He might not be as experienced as you are with the look in him. That's a cold way to try to call her a hoe. He says, as his soon-to-be wife, you should be teaching him the things that you like and vice versa. It is a marriage. You're supposed to learn, grow, teach each other, not give up when you're the more experienced one. I hope your cooking skills are the best. Do you cook better than his mother? I mean, you sound young. Are you sure you're ready to get married? If not, don't ruin this man. Be honest. It will be better for both of you. My 2 cents. Peace out. That's interesting. What do you guys think about that one? Grambino said, Ventura Tide Pod says, for my biz, I hired a lady in the Philippines for 6 hours. I give her burner emails, but not our real passwords. Her name is Julie. Let me know. I'll introduce you on WhatsApp. No, I actually have a service in the Philippines that I've been looking at. One of my relatives has one of those, and that's what was recommended to me. But if you like the service and you think it's cool, then maybe I'll go with it. Yeah, I just had a hard time trusting it. But I that's good to know, Ventura Tide Pod. Ventura Tide Pod says, I do want to see you don't want to see my Explore page. Trust me, you don't want to see my Explore page. Grambino 740 says, this is not a kind human, but yeah, no sex before marriage is absolutely wild. Megan Impossible and Chris Dallas, Skipper, Wove Hip Hop just joined as well. Thank you for joining in the chat. We're talking about Q95's dilemma of the day. Somebody who said they didn't want to have sex before marriage ended up having sex before marriage with their husband, and their husband was there with their fiance, and their fiance was terrible at sex. Now she doesn't want to marry him, and we're reading through the comments. Alex B says there are ways to improve or enhance. Wait, I want to see what the replies were to Roll D, because let's see. Oh, he's replying to himself. He said, "Oh, and I almost forgot. If all you do is lay there on your back, you're not helping." Okay, and he's he's hyping up his own post. Hilarious. So I don't like the framing that Roldy is trying to say that it's all her fault. We don't know whose fault it is. Strather. Thank you for joining. Please share the stream if you wouldn't mind. But I will say that I don't know how much she truly loves him if she's not willing to like work with him for him to get better. If she's just like, oh, I fucked him one time and it was terrible and I'm out. I kind of lean towards the like, did you really fuck with him like that in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Because if you really loved him, like, then you would at least give him a chance to get better. For you to just be like, it was gross, I'm fully all the way out. I don't know if that boded well for your relationship in the first place. Murder Camp Record says some sex is amazing on the first night. It's not always like that. Sometimes it takes a while to know what he/she likes. In other words, y'all was supposed to be fucking a long time ago. I agree with that. OT says, please don't get married to this man. If you lack the patience to be dedicated and compassionate towards his growth and development of becoming a better lover, just says a lot about you and your lack of patience and love for him. If you truly love him, you'll give him some time to come see him around. I see what she did there. I agree with OT, please. I agree with her. Like, Miss Villanueva agrees and says love it. OT says Miss and gives the laughing emojis back to Miss Villanueva. That's rough, man. I feel sad for homeboy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the chat. Grambino 740 says I'm really curious if they both had sex before, why they chose not to have sex before the marriage. Has to be Jesus. There's no other in my mind. There's no other option besides Jesus why they didn't want to have sex when they both had sex before. That's super weird, and only like Jesus has to be in the mix somehow. Grambino 740 says, dude, I don't know how to break this. A lot of men are terrible at sex, but yeah, you're supposed to learn together. This was a solution looking for a problem. I think what Grambino's saying has an air of truth to it. I think a lot of men are terrible at listening, and sex is about, listening, pattern recognition, attention to details. That's not like what a lot of men are great at. So, hint, men, if you want to be better at sex, then get better at listening and paying attention to details. Not that I'm great at sex. I just have heard women say that they like attention to details. They like when people listen. They like to feel heard. All that shit. I'm assuming that same thing applies during sex. Ventura Tide Pod says the show Love is Blind proves love is also about animal attraction. 100%. Love has 2010 vision. What are we talking about? Ventura Tide Pod says look into the BYU pushers and soakers. What's that? I guess I should look into it. Cool. And that's gonna do it for this show, y'all. Thank you so much for tapping in. This has been another episode of CTC Radio. We're the only radio station in the 805 bringing it to you like this. We're the #1 interactive radio station in the world. I'm gonna say fuck it, because ain't nobody else doing what we're doing. Definitely the #1 definitely the #1 interactive radio station on the coast. Shout out to our sponsors, Station Head and Favor. Definitely tap in with Connect Cannabis, y'all. Get yourself some cannabis before we close. We stop deliveries at 8 p.m. tonight, so if you're in Slow County and you want to get yourself some weed, there's still time. Tap the link in our Instagram bio. We can deliver weed right to your doorstep in less than an hour if you order from our express menu. So go ahead and do that. Grambino 740 says that shit is wild, Ventura. I'm gonna have to look into it because I don't even know what it said. Grambino 740 said, keep Jesus's Hebrew ass out of the bedroom. He's tired of being asked to watch. and I am going to look at this interview or this article that Grambino just dropped in the chat. I will